Anthony Joshua appears to be substantially lighter for this fight against Joseph Parker than he has been for his past couple fights. But as I've said previously, looks can be deceiving, particularly when a fighter is wearing a t-shirt or a sweatshirt. They can appear to look a lot lighter, but then when they take off their t-shirt or sweatshirt at the weigh-in, they look the same as they always do, and they weigh in at the same weight they normally weigh in at. So I do have to caveat what I'm about to say by telling you that. So Joshua appears to look substantially lighter. And if I had to take a guess, I'd say he's around the same kind of weight he was when he fought Dillian Whyte, roughly, which was, I believe, about 245 pounds. So I'm tentatively expecting him to come in under 250. And in terms of how he looked at the workout, he looked sharp. His combinations looked quick. His foot speed looked, okay. Joshua is definitely not a slow heavyweight when it comes to hand speed. He's always had decent hand speed for a guy of that size, but nothing exceptional. I mean, when you go back to earlier in his career when he was weighing 235, his hand speed was pretty good, verging on very good for a guy of that size. But as he's put on weight, he's got a bit slower in terms of the hand speed and foot speed departments. But nonetheless, he looks sharp. When he's on the pads with McCracken, a lot of trainers do this. They bring the pads forward to meet the fighter's glove when the fighter's punching. And that can make the punches look deceptively fast. When the fighter actually gets in the ring, they don't appear to be punching as fast as they appeared on the pads. Because, of course, the opponent's head isn't normally jumping forward to meet their glove every time when they throw a punch, the way that the trainer's pads are. You understand what I'm saying? Which is why me personally, I'm not really a fan of trainers doing that, bringing the pads forward to meet the gloves. I'm not really a fan of it. Manny Stewart was also never a fan of it. He never used to do it. If you ever watch Manny Stewart take Vladimir Klitschko or Lennox Lewis on the pads, Manny Stewart never brings the pads forward. He just holds the pads up and expects the fighter to punch the pads. He don't bring them forward. Same thing with Kevin Rooney when he used to train Mike Tyson. You watch Kevin Rooney on the pads with Tyson, he never brings the pads forward. He always leaves the pads stationary and lets Tyson punch through the target rather than, bringing them forward, which makes the fighter actually punch at the pads rather than through them. So, but that's a minor little nitpick from me. That's just to demonstrate the fact that a fighter can look a lot faster on the pads than they're actually going to look in the ring. And I know Manny Stewart was also critical of trainers who bring the pads forward because he says the fighter don't, as I just alluded to, the fighter don't learn to punch through the target. They end up punching at the target. Anyway, this is probably all sounding like waffle to you guys, but hopefully some of you have got something from it. So yeah, Joshua looked sharp. He appeared to be lighter than he actually is, but than he normally is, but we have to find out at the weigh-in. I'm expecting a good fight with Joseph Parker. I'm not one of these people who's anticipating an Anthony Joshua blowout. I think this fight is going to go long. I just hope there's no controversial stoppages. That's the one thing which is concerning me about this fight, is that there could be a controversial stoppage in Anthony Joshua's favor. I don't want to see anything like that. I think it's going to be a tough fight. Both guys let their hands go. I think it's going to be a pretty thrilling spectacle at points in the fight, particularly when Joseph Parker starts letting fly with his ridiculously fast hands. That'll be a thrilling spectacle to behold, to see how Joshua copes with that. I think the fight is going to go long. I wouldn't be surprised at all if it goes the distance. And again, if it does go the distance, please let there not be any kind of controversial decisions in either way, in either direction, either a controversial decision in favor of Joshua or Parker. I just want to see a fairly officiated contest. So yeah, I'm expecting a good fight. I'm still going with Anthony Joshua to win one way or another, whether it's by KO or by points. I think the fight is going to go late regardless. So if Joshua does get the KO, it's going to be a late thing, I think. And I think a points decision is a very real possibility here in favor of Anthony Joshua. But there's going to be a few bumps along the road, I think, in this fight for Joshua. So, yeah, I thought he looked good at the open workout. And let me know what you guys felt about how Joshua looked at the workout. Did you think he looked lighter than normal? Did you think he looked sharp? And maybe you could give me some feedback on the whole pad work situation, because, you know, I've been following boxing for, what, 25 years, over 25 years. I've been involved in boxing for 25 years, but I was watching boxing even before then. So I've formed my own opinions and stuff like that. And obviously I used to box myself. So I've formed my own opinions on pad work and what have you through experience and also observation over the years. And, well, you know my take on it now, basically. So anyway, let me know how you feel in the comment section, people. It's Hatman, I'm out.